Together one time. Would you like to be my friend?
What? Come here. No. What's up, guys? It's me again, and it's baby boy. Okay. You wanted to say yours? Okay, he said his intro, and now he's leaving. But today, what? You want your baba? Okay. So today, I'm doing the story. What's wrong with you, Buffy? You want baba? I'm doing the story of the birth of Elisha. Oh my god. So, I've been wanting to do this story for a while, actually. Make sure you watch the whole video because I'm going to put like pictures at the end, like maybe a little slideshow. So, make sure you watch the whole video. Come here, baby. What's up? Anyway, so, I don't know if any of you know that Elijah was born after Mother's Day, which was May 9th of 2016. So, let's just do the day before on Mother's Day. If you didn't watch the story time I did of what happened to my leg, I told a little bit of the story, so check that video out. But now I'm going to tell you the whole story. So, Mother's Day, I woke up and I didn't really feel good. I had already been telling like the doctor previously that that I hadn't been feeling good. Like I had just had a lot of pressure and stuff. So she's like, you know, she had kept checking me and stuff, and she's like, his head is really low and he could come any day. So Mother's Day, I had got my mom an edible arrangement. So I was living with Hector at the time. So I brought it over to my house, and it was like a strawberry covered strawberries covered in chocolate and a little teddy bear. I wasn't really feeling good, so I told her, you know, I'm not really feeling good. I'm gonna go home, go to sleep, blah blah blah. So I went home. I went to sleep. I think I slept like the whole day, and then I woke up like Tuesday. And I think Hector was at work, so I had a doctor's appointment to get a cervix exam, basically where the doctor puts her hand up and check if you're dilated and stuff like that. So I went, and I was 2 centimeters. I was so happy because that meant like he was coming sometime. So, you know, I still told her I was really crampy and stuff, and she kept asking me like, are you having contractions? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. So, you know, I went home, and I was hungry, so I went out with his brothers, his one older brother and his younger brother. We went out to, I don't know where we went out, but I think we dropped his older brother off, actually. But I went out with his younger brother, who actually hung out with me, like, my whole pregnancy, and, like, anywhere I had a craving, he was down to go. Like, if I wanted to go to the mall to get pretzels, he went with me. If I wanted to go get ice cream, he went with me. Yeah, so we was, like, tight. We was besties. Shout out to you, Charles. I love you. So then, we went to this little, like, convenience store, corner store, or whatever, that I just love. They have the best subs, and we were, like, play fighting. We were always, like, play fighting. Like, one time we were play fighting, like, early in my pregnancy, and he punched me in the stomach, and I told Hector, and they were gonna, not really fight, but, you know, he was mad, but, no, so we were just, like, play fighting, and we're like, yeah, and I'm like, wait, and he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. So I didn't know at the time I was having contractions, but that's what they were. And they just kept coming. I'm just like, you know, I would stop everything I was doing, and like I might grab his shirt or his hair or something. I'm like, wait. And then, you know, when I got home, I really didn't feel good. And the day before that, I had planned to get up and just no, I think I had my nails done, but just like get the final things ready, like, you know, shave and stuff, like shave my legs. Oh, they were so hideous. Shave my legs and just, you know, my vagina and all that, just shave it. So I was ready for the birth. I didn't even get to do that, but it was whatever. got home, and I didn't really feel good still. And, like, the pain was coming, like, more intensely. And I'm just like, I didn't think nothing of it at the time. I'm just like, you know, maybe he moving a lot or something, whatever. So I got to eat, like, half a sandwich and, like, maybe half a bottle of Pepsi. I had just, like, towards my, like, maybe 2 weeks before, I had started going back to soda because they would not let me drink soda, barely any juice. Like, they wouldn't even let me push shopping carts. That's how, like, strict Hector and his mom were on me. Like, don't touch that. Let me push it. I don't know. But I knew they were going to be like that, even before I got pregnant. Like, I said it. I was like, oh, I hate to get pregnant because, not like hate, but I know they're going to act, like, real overprotective, and they did. So, I got to eat half a sandwich and drink half a bottle of Pepsi, and before the pain was just, like, so unbearable, I'm like, no, I'm going to sleep, and when I wake up, I'll feel better. So I went to sleep. I got, like, maybe a couple hours of sleep, and then I woke up, and I'm just like, oh, no, something's wrong. So I went to the bathroom. I had to go. I went, and then I went back to bed, and I felt like I had to go again. So I'm like, okay, I'll go one more time. So I did that, like, maybe 5 times. And then the 5th time, like, well, I'm going to just pee because I'm not getting back up out this bed. Like, the pain hurts so bad. Yeah. So, you know, I tried to go back to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And so finally, I'm like, I think I might be in labor. So I had the app where you could track your contractions. So I did that, and they were like 5 to 6 minutes apart. So I texted my mom, like, hey, Mom, I think I'm having contractions. I might be going into labor. So she calls me, like, right after I sent it, she calls me, and she's like, your dad's on his way. When I tell you, as she's saying it, I hear beep, beep. I'm like, what? So, you know, Hector had just went to, he had played a little bit, and he had just went to sleep. So he's up, and he's like, you going to the hospital? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, you want me to come with you? And I'm like, it's up to you. Like, you know. So he's like, well, I have to get a few more things ready, so I'm gonna meet you there. And then I had packed my bags and stuff, but I had took out, like, my stuff for my everyday use, like my toiletries and stuff. I took that stuff out. So all I had to do was put that back in the bag. So I told him, like, you know, when you come, put that back in the bag and bring my bag. So he helped me down the steps, and my dad didn't really like that because he's, like, old-fashioned. So he felt like he should have just left all that stuff and came with me to the hospital and stuff. So he was very upset about that. But I got to the hospital at 8-something. I checked in or whatever. Then, you know, you can't be admitted unless you're, like, what is it, like, 4, like, I don't know what it is, but I went, and I was 3 centimeters when they checked me, and I'm like, wow, I was 2 centimeters at, I think my appointment was, like, 2 o'clock, so, they're like, oh, that's not bad. So, you know, at first they're like, should we send her home or whatever, but, like, they kept seeing my contractions, like, you know, and they're like, no, we're just going to admit her. Good thing they did, because if they would have sent me back home, yeah. So, like, at 9-something, I was, like, I think 5 centimeters. I was going really quick. So, at, like, 10:10, I had the urge to go to the bathroom. So, I'm there. I'm sitting on the toilet for, like, 20 minutes. I can't go. And finally, they come back. You know, I finally leave the bathroom. I'm like, I can't go, but I have to go. Like, I feel like I have to go. So she's like, you can get up and go again. And, like, as she's saying that, my water broke. And I'm like, I think my water broke. Yeah, baby, my water broke. So I'm like, I think my water broke. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, well, something's leaking out of me, and it's not stopping. So I think that's my water broke. So she checks, and she does that little strip thing. And she keeps swiping, and it won't turn blue. And she's like, well, I don't know if this is your water. And I'm like, well, I'm still leaking. I'm pretty sure it's my water. So, you know, my mom had left because she went to go, you know, get the other kids and stuff because they were at home. And, or they were in the car somewhere. Anyway, she didn't think I was going to go that night, so she left. So, they checked me again. I'm 6 to 7 centimeters. I'm freaking out now because I'm like, Hector's not here. My mom's not here. My dad was still here. He was in the hallway while they were checking me and stuff. So I'm calling my mom, like, she's going to miss it. I'm texting Hector, like, hurry up, get here. And he's just texting me, like, you want anything from McDonald's? And I'm just like, no, I can't eat anything. Like, get your butt here before you miss your son being born. So he's like, I'm on my way. So, like, I want to say, so, like, maybe 11 o'clock, I was, like, 10 centimeters, and they're just like, oh, I got the epidural. After I was 6 to 7 centimeters, I got the epidural, and, it was just, it was horrible because my contractions were literally back to back to back to back. Like, I couldn't even catch my breath, so I was just like, like, I couldn't catch my breath. I choked my nurse, and, he did the epidural, and it, like, you know, I felt it, like, going down my body. Like, I started getting numb and everything, and I'm like, okay, now I can breathe. It's not that bad. They checked me again. I was a full 10 centimeters by then. They let everybody back in the room, like, Hector and them. So then, my dad came back, and they're like, are you ready to push? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm okay. I have some pressure, but not, like, you know, not the, they're like, if you feel like you have to poop or something, let us know. And I didn't have that. So then, my doctor, she didn't do my delivery, so I just had an on-call doctor. So she came in, she's like, are you ready to push? And I'm like, no. She's like, well, we're gonna push. So, and then, you know, she opened my legs, and his head's already out. Well, not out, but it's already, like, so, you know, they all get excited, and they're like, oh my god, his head, oh my god. My mom started crying, and I'm just like, I'm just looking around like, what? So, I didn't know at the time. I was just so high. I'm just like what's going on? So, you know, they tell me to push. Of course, it's my first time. I don't know how to push. So, you know, I'm pushing, and I feel like his head come out, and then I'll stop, and it'll go back in. And we did that for a couple, I don't even know how long, honestly. So my mom's like, she's just too high. She's smiling. She's laughing. Like, you know, so the doctor's like, how much did you give her? They start arguing, whatever. They turned it off. I start feeling a little bit, like, you know, so I start feeling the pressure of his head coming out, and his head going, you know. So I guess I was taking too long for her, so she ended up just cutting me. He slid out, and yeah, then I just heard, psh, I was losing so much blood. My placenta came right out right after him. He was like, that's the fastest they ever seen somebody deliver one, and at least for the first time. And I can't tell you how long I pushed. It felt like 5 minutes to me, but I don't know. But baby boy Elijah Alexander was born at 11:56. They had a bet that he was going to be born at 12, but he missed it by 4 minutes. So he was born, and they were saying, like, they couldn't, like, before he was born, they were saying, like, they couldn't hear his heart, but it's like he was already halfway out of me, so it's like, of course you're not going to hear his heart in my stomach. So, you know, I think that's really why she cut me, because it's like she couldn't hear his heart, and they were panicking, so he popped out. I popped my IV, I had a panic attack, I was losing a lot of blood, but Elijah was perfectly fine. He was perfectly healthy. He was 7 pounds, 14 ounces, and 21 inches long. And he had a head full of hair, and he had no eyebrows, no eyelashes. But he was beautiful. And to this day, I still can't believe it. I look at him when he's sleeping, and I'm just like, wow, I did it. I did this. You know, so I tell people, you know, I just don't know where I would be or where my life would be without Elijah. Now that I have him, I just don't know. And he has changed my life for the better. Yes, he gets on my nerves, and yes, I get on his nerves, because I'm pretty sure he'd be telling me. But yeah, I just love him unconditionally, and I hope I can experience it again someday. Not right now. Maybe a couple years from now. But yeah. I definitely want to do it again, but differently, and hope I have a little girl. I think she's gonna look like Elijah, but that's not the point. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share. I love you guys so much, and thanks for the support. And like I said, after this clip, you will see a little slideshow of Elijah. Hope you enjoy it, and let's hear it one time for the A-Team. Hey, peace.